What's good? What's good? This is Steeker. This is Steeker, the podcast. Hey, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Hey, I appreciate all love, support, toda mi gente. I know, man. I know y'all ate too much. I get it, man. I was doing the same thing. I can't even complain. But the difference between me and you, I was at that gym doing 4 miles every single day. It wasn't helping though, man. I was still eating too much, man. My calorie intake compared to what I was burning, it wasn't the same. Nah, but man, they don't lose focus, man. Continue doing what you're supposed to do. As long as you spend some time with your loved ones, that's all that matters. But hey, now we can't go into next year still doing the same thing. So, kind of tone down a little bit, man. Just tone down just a little bit enough. I know I'm laid back right now, man. I have to be laid back because I've been chilling too much, man. I've been eating too good. But y'all, what's going on, man? What's going on with y'all, man? I'll get to the point. I ain't gonna hear no lecturing from you. No, I get it, man. But hey, it was a weekend of fighting, man. I got a chance to see some great boxing matches. Yo, one thing I noticed, man, with this one right here, this specific card, I don't think we give enough credit to Jermell Charlo on this one, man. Imagine the mental things that he was going through mentally, being at the ring for 2.5 years, dealing with the whole Caleb plan, going viral, getting slapped. Now also, him and his brother, it looks like there was a back and forth at some point in time, his brother losing. And, a lot of things were stacked against him, even though that, they had him winning. I don't want to hear about this whole catch weight, man. It was a catch weight. He missed weight. So what? You signed a contract. The man came in there and still fought. But it just lets you know, man, like through it all and everything you go through, you still could make it through the other side, man. And I think we don't give enough credit to that because, one of the things is as men, what I'm seeing a lot more often now is that as a man, you just got to handle whatever comes your way. It don't matter what you think, how you feel, you're a man and you got to deal with it. And to have Jermell Charlo out there, come out with Maxwell Cream, represent the whole Houston movement, it just shows you, man, that he's out there still doing what he's supposed to do. And as difficult that probably it sounds like, imagine the pressure that he was dealing with. The fact that I've been through all this, I'm here again, and I'm supposed to entertain the crowd, give the people what they want to see, and where does it go from here, right? He did what he's supposed to do, man. He won that fight. I like what I saw. I saw the jab again, the uppercuts, the movement. It's like he didn't lose a step. It's just crazy to see somebody go through all that, and we ain't talking about it enough because there's a lot of men that are going through it, man. We all go through it. We all human beings, and he showed us that, hey, man, even though when they count you out, and you know that nobody is reaching out to help out, there's a way, there's a will, and you could do it too. And he just showed you, man. The fact that he went out there in front of all them people, put on the show, put it online, not knowing that he could have got knocked out, or maybe he wasn't ready there. He wasn't really ready, but he showed you that it is possible, and I salute that, man. I hope that somewhere down the line next year, hopefully we get him, Jermell Charlo versus Caleb Plant. I would love to see that fight. I would love to see it because I think it's time, man. Through all that, you see Caleb Plant taking pictures. I don't know what the purpose of him taking pictures was, but we need to see that fight happen now. And now the elephant in the room, Benavidez, man. I know it's crazy because I'm not gonna be that person. I'm not a hater, I respect fighters that do their thing, especially fighters like that. Like with him, I look at it and say, he's an upcoming fighter that's hungry, ready to take on the world. And that's what it's supposed to be, right? We're going to have Canelo, always conversation with Canelo because the 168, he got the interim, whatever, belt. I don't even know why he got it. It shouldn't even be one of them. And they got, of course, Canelo in there doing his thing at the 168 undisputed. But that conversation is always going to come up. Styles always makes fights. I feel like with him fighting Canelo, it's going to be a little bit different. because Boo Boo was over there pressuring him. He was doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But then I'm telling myself, bro, if you're going to pressure this man like this, you better do it for 12 rounds. You can't just do it for 2 or 3 and expect no. This man right here is coming to fight. He's here to take your head off pretty much. And as you could tell in the 4th round when you got knocked down, it was like pretty much everything else was out the window. Now imagine if that would have lasted 12 rounds. Ain't no telling. Luckily, his coaches said, you know what, enough is enough. You can't continue fighting. And you got to respect your coach from making that critical decision at that moment, because as a fighter, you want to go out, all out. But, it is what it is. You gave it all you had, and it is what it is, man. Now, as for David Benavidez, as you heard him, he's willing to take any fights, anytime, any day, and just keep going until he meets his match and that he wants that Canelo fight. He's that confident, as he should be. He's willing to do whatever it takes to get that fight, and I think it will happen September 2024 next year if Canelo's ready. Now, my only thing is like, what are going to be the rules, everything on this fight? Is the ring going to be the big ring, now the 20 by 20, 24 by 24? It's going to be somewhere in there that you have to come in at 168 right on the fight day, because, Benavidez is a big boy, man. He's massive, man. From my understanding, he's a 200-pounder fighter. He goes down on weight just to fight at 168. So that could probably be a conversation. Another conversation could be that, Benavidez doesn't want to go to Mexico, but Canelo's like, we got to do this in Mexico. Imagine that. It's so many things that could come in play. Or you could say, you know what, we're going to fight it in Vegas. You come in at 168, no excuses. The ring could be 20 by 20. It don't matter. There's so many things. There's so many politics in boxing, so you never know. I'm not making no excuses at all. I still feel like Canelo could do it, because you got to understand, the type of fighter Canelo is, he's not the fighter that he's going to be all up in your grill that fast and from the beginning when the bell rings. He's going to take his time. He's going to figure some things out. He's going to punch. And we have seen it before, because we saw it with the Caleb Plant. He played it. He played his distance. He tried to figure out the fight. And, of course, he came up short once he got hit in the head and blood leaked everywhere. So things change. So with Canelo being the same way as Caleb Plant, it could lead to something like that. It could lead to the fact, I'm trying to figure out this fighter. Once I figure it out, then I do what I have to do. It really depends on who's going to dictate the fight from the very beginning, who's going to pace it. What pace are we going? It's like, it's like a dancing partner. We're going to dance and we're going to figure this out, but there's going to have to be a lead. And I feel like Canelo will be that lead. But I think that Canelo's in a lose-lose situation if he fights David Benavidez. If he loses, they're going to say he's already out of his prime. If he wins, they're going to say he beat a inexperienced fighter. Like Canelo said, it don't matter what he does. It's still going to criticize him and say whatever they want to say. So we'll see how it plays out. I'm always going to be a Canelo fan. Even he loses, I still feel like, hey, it is what it is. It's time to pass it on. And Benavidez is a good fighter that I feel like, hey, you know what? Well-deserved fighter that he didn't put in that work. At this moment, I don't think he's unexperienced fighter. I think that he's definitely built that portfolio. He definitely got things under his resume that could say, you know what, I'm here now. And we'll see how this plays out. But don't you ever get disrespectful about Canelo again, Daddy. Daddy, his dad, man. Come on now, man. His dad's something else, man. So disrespectful, right? But I get it. They're trying to sell the fight. I always wonder, they do all this, but once you meet the person you're trying to fight face to face, what do you do next? How do you play that off? Do you actually say, you know what, now he's in front of me? As I'm chilling, just watching and observing this David Benavidez fight, I'm just looking at him like, I'm analyzing him more than probably anybody else that's watching the fight, because I'm telling myself like, okay. But I think it's crazy how boxing has come to a point where it's whatever is new and hot. Because when I went and watched the fight, there was a lot of Latinos, Mexican. It looked like more, they didn't look like Mexico, but there was a lot of Latinos in there talking about, yeah, we want Canelo next. Not too long ago, man, y'all want Canelo's, you know what I mean? And I'm not a Benavidez fan. I never have been, but I do like watching him as a boxer. I'm like, this dude's solid, man. So it's good to watch good fighters too. But to see Canelo and the things he laid out and how far he has taken boxing and how he's still the face of boxing, I don't care what anybody says, that dude has done work. The fact that he went from Spanish to English and now he's speaking English fluently. Come on, man. You got to give respect to this man. But we'll see how this plays out. And when it happens, I ain't gonna be wishy-washy like I always say. I ain't gonna be flip-flop, you know. I ain't gonna draw a line. I'm gonna keep jumping back and forth like jumping jacks. I ain't doing all that. I'm sticking to my guns. It's Canelo all day. But this ain't about that. What I'm trying to say to y'all, Benavidez is the future, man. He is the future. This man is something else. Do I call him the Mexican monster? No, I call him the Arizona monster from Arizona. The boogeyman from Arizona. That's what we call him. That's why I call him my side. But hey, man, he did what he's supposed to do. He's getting the pay-per-view numbers up. Eventually, he's gonna be a household name, and then we're gonna see how where this goes. Hey, get ready. 2024 is gonna be an interesting year. I want to see Jermell Charlo versus Caleb Plant, Canelo versus Benavidez. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Next year, we'll see how this plays out. But hey, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Also, man, hit the notification and to get notified. Visit the website. Also, wait. Let me rewind that. Hold up, I did that all wrong, man. Hey, we all made mistakes, man. We ain't perfect. I told you, man. I'm still chilling on the food I was eating. But let's start this over again. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Hit the gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on all your social media platforms. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm always interacting with me. Hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website r2drec.com. And always remember, have peace in your heart. Have faith and never give up. All right, one. What's good? What's good? Hey, this is Steeko. Hey, somewhere on here, there's a link to my music page. Y'all go check out the music. We got video, visuals. We got audio. Trust me, we got some dope music. When you get a chance, subscribe to that channel as well. The music is on there. Hey, let's keep this rolling, man. Y'all know what it is, man. This is Steeko. All right, one.